The BBC World Service Trust has been working in Cambodia for 8 years. We've been seeing how media patterns have changed over the years. 90% of young people, according to our recent nationwide survey, consume media, and that's increased. We see television viewing increasing and radio listening decreasing. What's been very surprising over the past year is that internet access has doubled.
5 years ago, when we went to internet cafe, we could only see foreigners sitting there using internet, Facebook, and social media. But now, if you go to internet cafe, we can see more Cambodian people there, especially young people, using social media.
We need to think about the internet and new media as a space, a democratic space, where people can participate, get information and contribute. We're going to see more and more young people accessing media on their mobile phones and on internet. Mobile phone access here in Cambodia is 90%, ownership's about 45%. It is increasing and prices are coming down. So I think by trying to tap into SMS, trying to tap into participation using the mobile phone platform, I think that's where we will be going in the future.
Young people, to tell you, they not very much interested in media. Not at all. They interested in, of course, not Facebook, not because they want to get news, but because they just want to get news from their friends, not about what's happening in the world or country. They listen to radio, but only listen to music. But not many use that read newspaper or watch news on TV.
We do have quite a homogeneous media here. It's all about entertainment. It's all about music and karaoke shows. Also in the media environment in Cambodia, what we see is a lot of imported media. It's not just seeing young people as a target audience for messages. I think they have got to have a voice. And I think in governance terms, it's giving young people that voice. And in so much of media, they don't have that voice. Where are the programs for young people? We see very few.
In Cambodia, I think mainly the elders are very much respected, and sometimes young people can be a bit diffident in projecting their ideas and their views.
I think in a culture where young people aren't expected to ask questions, where there is very much deference towards older people, I think it's very challenging to engage young people.
We want to give them the media tools in order for them to be more confident about what they want to say. I also try to create programs that give them a platform to speak out.
When you do train young people, you give them confidence, you give them editorial skills, you give them media skills, and then they move on, and then they fly, if you like. They have their wings and they fly and they move on to other things. We do try to involve as many young people as possible in the production process, but also in the decision making, because that's really important to involve young people, not just as an audience, but actually as program makers.
UNESCO has community radio programs in the provinces of Ratanakiri and Mondulkiri. Our 4 producers are indigenous young people, so they're basically from ages 18 to 21, and they're from 4 different indigenous groups. So they get around 20 minutes each every day, and they go out to their villages to collect stories on issues that are relevant to their own peoples.
Department of Media and Communications, we only accept 30 students per year. And here 4-year program, we ask our students to do something that they like, their interest, and some of them they produce some story, and some of them they produce some, radio magazine or produce some documentary about youth. So this is part of their involvement to give the voice to the youth. I strongly believe that social media can help promote or disseminate the information. So, example, like last year we had a tragedy in Kopek Island that a lot of more than 400 people killed. So that also is on Facebook very quick. More and more young people use Facebook, use social media, and then we are afraid that they do not use it properly.
That's why we decided to hold this workshop on citizen journalism and social media. young people are utilizing social media such as Facebook, Twitter, now Google Plus, WordPress, and they're blogging. There's an explosion of social media.
We are training them many things, but the focus is we have three themes. We focus on first the introduction to the social media and citizen journalism. Another theme is to discuss the strengths and weaknesses of this social media. And the last one is to discuss the ethical and legal concern regarding this social media. And most of them are working people. They work either as journalists or people from the ministry. And skill like using Twitter, using Ping FM to integrate on the social media account. They seem to find very useful.
Because I'm a journalist student, so with this course I can what I achieve from my work in school, I can upload it in my blog and then I show it to everyone.
Now I can post it to publish to everybody can see my website.
Many people to do things together on the blog and share to everyone.
As a journalism student want to have a byline on their work, and in fact I learned a lot about taking photograph technical, and I mean the way I write my future story, so I will post it in my blog and to show the other media stuff that I can do it. In the past, we have no such social media, we just have print media. So when we create or when we write our new story, we just can only publish on the paper. It's not sell for last longer. If we have a social media, we can publish and sell all the documents that we have achieved on our own account.
Yeah, it's very fantastic with media because if I don't need it, I cannot post, I cannot do anything.
I think that social media is very important. Social media can provide them education to change their views to other education.
We want to not only show them how to use these tools in a technical sense, but also to show them what impact they can make on society by sharing information and communicating through these media tools.
I think when you have young people in the media asking questions, I think people listen to that, and especially when it's on a television station at peak time, if you've got youth programming that is reflecting questions and concerns of young people, that's good. And it's good because people are listening. And that's when it works at the advocacy level. Because I think once you have a voice and it's amplified, governments listen, donors listen, and other people in society who are not in that target group also listen. So I think media as a space, as a democratic space, serves that function. And we think it's a very valuable function.